Welcome to the OWAHET Essential Theory Training. My name is Carlos Alberto and I will be your instructor throughout this course. To complete this training, you must access the virtual learning environment, complete the full 4-hour course load, and achieve 100% approval rate on the assessments. These requirements ensure not just participation, but full understanding of the content. In this first module, we are going to align on something fundamental before any tasks starts: the applicable regional legislation and guidelines for OWAHET. This is not about memorizing rules. It is about understanding the principles that guide safe decisions when there is a risk of falling. Because every safe task at height starts long before the work leaves the ground. The OWAHET Regulations 2005, known as OWAHET, establishes the legal framework for any activity where a person could fall and be injured. They apply across all industries like offshore, onshore, construction plants, maintenance, and industrial environments. At their core, these regulations require duty holders to manage OWAHET in a way that prevents fall, or, when prevention is not possible, to minimize their consequences. So, what does that mean in practice? First, OWAHET must be avoided where it is reasonably practicable. That includes using ground-level work, remote tools, or pre-assembled components when possible. If avoidance is not possible, the work must be carried out using fall prevention measures. The priority is always collective protection, such as guardrails, scaffolding, and properly designed platforms. Fall arrest systems should be used only when prevention isn't possible, and always with a practical rescue plan. OWAHET must be properly planned, supervised, and performed safely. That means tasks are pre-planned, risk-assessed, and carried out by a trained and competent individual. And it also means using appropriate equipment that is maintained, periodically examined, and checked by the user before use. Safe work at height is never improvised. Where the UK OWAHET regulation do not apply, duty holders must follow equivalent national legislation. Different regions may use different regulatory names, but the main principles are still the same. Prevent falls, use the correct equipment, ensure competence, inspect and maintain systems, and prepare effective rescue arrangements. Examples of similar laws include OSHA 29, CFR 1910-1926 in the USA for fall protection and walking working surface, and R35 in Brazil covering planning, training, equipment, anchorage, and rescue, and EU national rules based on the OWAHET directive. Legislations and guidelines exist to structure safe decisions, not to slow work down, but to make sure people go home safe. In the next video, we will focus on a specific and critical guideline for OWAHET, preventing dropped objects through the drops scheme. See you soon!